Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
All right, welcome to the Baseball Show. Today is Wednesday, June 5th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your Wacky Wednesdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the 24-hour rule. And if you want to learn more about sports betting, check out my latest book that I wrote last year. It's called the 24-hour rule. You can get it on the website, and if you go to Amazon.com, and you can get a little bit of a synopsis of the book. And in the chapters, one of my favorite chapters in this book is the Strength of Schedule chapter, and you can get it today at Amazon.com or .ca. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that book. All right, good afternoon, or good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're located on the World Wide Web. My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time sports handicapper champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. You're listening to the Baseball Show here on our YouTube channel. Running a little bit late this morning. I know you're saying, well, 10:15 is pretty normal for Ron to come on. Had internet issues this morning, so I didn't get a chance to do a lot of research, just trying to get a stable internet connection, and I think we finally got it. So that's why the show today is going to be it won't be light on information, but the finer details might not be there. But anyways, we'll get it right into it. And we'll get into the baseball. Got a lot of it's getaway day for some of these teams, so we got some afternoon delights going on in Major League Baseball. And I see my good friend Who's Mizzou's in the house, and he wants to show me the money.
Show me the money!
And good morning, Who's Mizzou, and good morning everyone tuning in for the very first time. Yeah, again, you're listening to the Baseball Show, and also, I don't know if it's going to be this afternoon or tomorrow. Like, I'm a little behind because of the internet connection. The CFL football show, I think what I might do on the CFL football show, I think I might run it on Thursdays until college football starts, and then I'm going to go right into Wednesdays on the CFL show. So I think I'm going to do the CFL show on Thursdays until college football starts in September, end of August. And then this way it gives me an extra day to get more research and information on the Canadian Football League. And hopefully we'll have great information. As you guys know, I live in Canada, so I do have a good knowledge of the CFL. I grew up on the CFL. And man, it's been into me since my childhood. So CFL is very close to me, and I'll do a CFL football show Thursdays just until we get to the summer and the college football start, and then I think I'll go CFL on Wednesday, college football Thursday, and football Fridays on the NFL on Fridays. Or Thursdays and Fridays, college and NFL. All right, let's get right into it. I see the bullpen's ready to go. Reginald Codes in the house. Good morning, Reggie Vision. Scott Christensen's. Hey, Scott, one cream, one sugar this morning there with your Tim Hortons on your Keurig. And hopefully you guys had a good night last night. Let's take a look at the picks we had last night. Boy, did you watch that Oakland game last night? Had to sweat it out there a little bit. Hey, hook 'em, Dano. We were able to get the hook on that. 7.5 was the under selection. And then I had a couple of totals picks that I really liked yesterday. I liked the under in the Texas game, and I had the plays yesterday. I had Milwaukee plus 1.5, Washington plus 1.5. That was the only loser. And I took the White Sox. As much as, it was more of a value play. You're going up against the Cubs, whose pitching staff has been really hit hard the last 3 weeks. And I said, minus 300 for the Cubbies. That is just way... It was just a principle play, right? Just had to go against the grain. It was just a principle play to take that value in the White Sox. Even though it was the White Sox, now they got a 12-game losing streak. But I said, all right, we're not going to get stupid here. We're not crazy enough to take Chicago to win straight up. But let's take them on the run line. So we got that winner. And then my top three premium pick packs on the side, I had Tampa Bay. That was a nice winner. New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. A little chalky yesterday. A bit chalky, but we're in a chalk market right now, right? So let's go to the opening bell, and let's see what the markets are telling us this morning. All right, in this corner, weighing $1.50, the bookmaker. And looking at yesterday, the favorites, it was another favorite. Wow, look at that. Holy, where's my Harry? I need a Harry Carey for this one. Hey?
Holy cow!
13-2. No wonder we had a good night, eh? It was a chalk. Hey, I can't bring out the Norm Peterson this morning because it wasn't a doggy-dog world. 13-2 straight up, 7-8 to the under, 10-5 on the run line. The favorites are on a hell of a run right here. Look at this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-day run for favorites. And, man, what goes up must come down. 70% on the bullish factor here for the favorites the last 3 days. 68.7 last 7 days. 59.8 on the 1 month average. Hey, we're getting up there. Remember I said by July we'll be at 60% on the favorites, and Ron's crystal ball is looking pretty good right now. 65% of the games went to the run line favorites the last 3 days, and again we're at a coin flip when it comes to the over-unders. So if you're betting over-unders, just fire away. You're in a neutral market, which is good, because between you and the bookmaker, from a psychological point of view, there's really no edges like there is. Think about this, right? If you're betting sides right now, then the bookmakers know favorites are coming at a very, very high clip. That's why we're going to get those minus 300 Cub prices, right? So, the price is not right, but the price was wrong. Hey, the price was wrong on that one. All right, let's get right into it. Let's dive into it, and hopefully you guys are ready this morning. I see the bullpen a little. Hey, we had a good fast start out of the bullpen out of Who's Mizzou resident Scott Christensen, but I think they're a little slow. I think they're struggling out of the gate.
Struggling.
Hey, come on, get your coffee and let's go. Speaking of coffee, hang on, I gotta. Battling a cold. Hey, that's the thing when you're sick, you got a next man up type thing, right? Got to be able to breathe doing this show. I can't breathe if I got a cold. And so anyways, I'm not going to get into details, but here we go. Atlanta taking on the Boston Red Sox. The Bull Sox, a minus 106 price tag. Look at that, minus 106. And let me just check what the bookmaker has. Yeah, minus 105. Basically, we got a pick'em line here at Fenway this afternoon. 1:35 is the first pitch. You got Spencer Schwellenbach going up against Nick Pivetta of the Boston Red Sox. Now, Old Nickey's 2-4 on the season, a 4.08 ERA, and Schwellenbach is 0-1, a 5.40 ERA. Now Schwellenbach's either a call-up or he's a bullpen guy with that 0-1 record and the 5.40 ERA. And looking at last night's game, an 8-3 win for the Atlanta Braves. Today's price tag, as I said, minus 106. I had minus 165 for the Braves on my value index. And the computer pick does like Atlanta to win this one. 5.1 to 4.7, the over-under. 9.92. So we do have this game going over the total. The chance of winning this game straight up does belong to Atlanta at 50.3% compared to 49.1 for the Boston Red Sox. C neutral against B neutral. If you're new to the Rain Report, I classify teams as A, B, and C type teams. A type teams are teams that have a 60 or higher win percentage. B type teams are 50 to 59.9. And C-type teams, like an old high school sweetheart, they're going to break your heart most times. And if we bet C-type teams, it's mostly beer and pizza money. It's really hard to trust teams below 500 to make you money on a daily basis. Now, Atlanta coming in on a 2-game win streak. Last 4 games for the Bull Sox have gone over the total. That's why your KOGO is at a very low 38%. KOGO stands for chance of game going over the total. Neutral 5 days against neutral 5 days. And looking at at both these starting pitchers, something tells me that you don't want to touch the side. I think the total is where you want to lean in this one. And let me just take a quick little look here how Boston does against B-type teams. 5-7, 3-8-1. And a lot of games have gone under at Fenway this season, but it's coming back to even Steven, 11-17-3. It's a getaway day here for the Braves. They're going to Washington while Boston's going to the south side. Hey, they're going to play the Chicago White Sox. I think the total is where you want to lean in this one. And Atlanta on the road against non-conference opponent, 1-6-2. Give me the under today between Atlanta and Boston. Just got to hope old Nicky Pivetta just hold. But you know what? When in doubt, get out, right? I can't go under when a pitcher has a 5.40 ERA. So as much as I'm trying to put makeup on a pig here, it's not going to work. So I'm just going to pass on this game, and that's the beauty about sports betting. Hey, that's as Herm Edwards says. Where's my old Herm here?
Hello, you play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win.
Yeah, play to win. And as much as I would love to take Atlanta at this price tag right here, Boston at home, getaway day. Boston on what? 2-game losing streak. I said, oh, hang on, there's my internet. Okay, we're good. Yeah, 2-game losing streak, 4-6. Yeah, again, when in doubt, get out. Don't force the play, right? Sometimes the best bet you make is the one you don't make, and you don't want to really be forcing that play. All right, let's go to Houston. Houston, one of my top plays last night, and today you got Ronel Blanco going up against Miles Mikolas of the St. Louis Cardinals, and first pitch today at Minute Maid is 2:10 Eastern, and I wonder how Houston does on afternoon games at Minute Maid. Let me see if I got this stat for you guys. Okay, just before I get into the technicals of that game, I want to see how Houston does during day games at Minute Maid Park. They're now, 8-0 against teams with a 41-58 win percentage? I think, was it 8-0? Yeah, 8-0, 41-50 win percentage. And during day games, coming off a day, during the day game, 2-5. Okay, see? That's why you watch the show. That's why we took the damn field, right? Now, if you want to crown them, yeah, so that's why, you know what? Houston, great call on Houston, said Sean Glass. Great information. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate that. But, today, Houston during day game, they don't have much success. Getaway day, right? So where's Houston off to their next venture? They're off to L.A. to play the Halos, while St. Louis is going to be at home against Colorado. And Miles Mikolas going here with his 3-6 record, 5.54 ERA. And looking at the St. Louis Cardinals in Houston, 8-7 in their last 15 trips, 9-5-1 to the over. And St. Louis now, after that Sunday night baseball game of the week, where they had that big win over Philadelphia, they've lost their last 2 now in Houston. And Houston just starting to warm up a bit here. They're 5-5. I don't know if I want to trust Houston on a day game on getaway day. 2-game win streak, still a C-type team, right? And what do I say about C-type teams? Like an old high school sweetheart, they're really hard to trust. But you got Ronel Blanco, his 5-1 record, a 2.44 ERA. I'm going to take a small lean here. I'm going to take a small lean on Houston. And it's not going to be a big play. It's just, Houston's won the first 2 games of the series, so they're going to try to go for the sweep. St. Louis is going to try not to get swept, so they're going to be probably gripping the bats a little tighter. Houston under, I think, is where you want to lean today. Houston under, and as Stone Cold would say in this situation right here, eh, Stone Cold?
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
All right, let's go to Coors Field and another afternoon delight in Colorado, where the Rockies coming off a 4-1 loss last night to the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds going to send Graham Ashcraft to the hill against Dakota Hudson of the Rockies. Now Ashcraft 4-3, 4.76 ERA, while Dakota Hudson 2-7, a 5.02 ERA. Colorado now mirrored in a 4-game losing streak, while the Cincinnati Reds, just what the doctor ordered, a 3-game win streak. C neutral against C bearish. And I can see Cincinnati with Ashcraft. And both these pitchers don't have really, great ERAs. It could be a high-scoring affair. And when Cincinnati travels to Colorado, they're 5-10 in their last 15 trips, 12-3 to the over. And you know what? I'm going to do a little research here. I got a feeling there's a streak going on here in the over in Colorado. I want to see how many games have gone over consecutively. All right, so let's go to our regular database. People were asking me yesterday, how do you get to your database? Go to your dashboard and go scroll down and go to the database. We got 4 really good databases. All right, let's go. Cincinnati on the road at Coors Field. And last 15, survey says, I'm looking for, okay, wait, the last night went under. So it broke the streak last night. 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before last night, 5 of the first 6 went under. Now we went under. All right, so what does that tell us? Well, nothing really. Hey, doesn't really tell me anything about that, except that Colorado struggling at Coors.
Struggling.
Yeah, looking at their home record at Coors Field, 13-16, and again C-type teams 7-20. Bears 4 days. Give me Cincinnati and the over. I like the over now. I think I might like the over a little bit better. What do you guys? Do you guys like the over a little bit better in that one? I think Cincinnati over is where you want to lean. But the only thing I'm a little concerned about Cincinnati is they've already won 3 games in a row. They're on the road, and they're a C-type team, right? They're a team below 500. And look at the line value, minus 223, and you're getting a pretty good discount today at minus 127. Maybe the total is where you want to lean, but it's getaway day, and Interesting. The perception on getaway day, right, is that teams want to get away, and then you think low scoring games, but it's not normally the case, right? So I think Cincinnati and the over is where you want to lean in that. You can't trust Colorado right now in a bearish phase. All right, let's go to Chase Field, where the Arizona Diamondbacks have now won 4 straight games off an 8-5 win last night against San Francisco. And the Giants, you know what? They don't do well in Arizona. They're now 4-11 in their last 15 visits, 8-5-2 to the over. Today, you got Jordan Hicks going up against Jordan Montgomery, the lefty for the Arizona Diamondbacks, who's 3-3, a 5.48 ERA. Now, Montgomery did held out this season. He signed up late with Arizona, so you know what? He should be somewhat fresh. When he didn't throw in training camp, so he's got 6 starts since he's been signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks. And looking at San Francisco, 3-7 the last 10 games. Their Kogo today is at 50%. I got 4.49 for Arizona, 4.5 for San Francisco. So we do have the Giants winning here. They're on a 6-game losing streak. So one of my rules of thumb is whenever you got a team on a losing streak, the third or fourth, the third losing streak, you can talk me in and out of the fourth. The fourth one, I just say get out, sit to the sidelines and just let them figure this out. So one of my rules of thumb is that I don't like to bet into a losing streak, right? If you're going to do it, you do it with the winning streak. But if you're going to go this game here today, guys, I think the total is where you want to lean. And I'm just going to try to see if I can find any indicators. Let me go to my rain report to see some other technicals on this game, so I can give you some good information to make a wise decision on this contest between the D-backs and the Giants. Arizona at home against teams below 500, 9-4, 5-8-0 to the under, while San Francisco is the complete opposite. They got a winning record against C-type teams on the road, and 10-5 to the over, which is pretty interesting. And as a road underdog, the San Francisco Giants are 10-15, giving up 5.2. So this could be another high-scoring affair today at Chase Field. Versus division opponent, San Francisco, 10-2 to the over. And what else do we got here to share with you guys? Anytime they face an opponent with a 41-50 win percentage, 8-2, 8-4 last 30 days on the road. And for Arizona, against division foes at home, 7-5 straight up and 7-5 to the over. And all right, third game of the series, nothing really to write home about that. And so you know what? Let me check out Jordan Montgomery's last start. I want to see how he did and who he played against. All right. Oh, and how does San Francisco do against lefties on the road? Let me go to rain report. San Francisco's versus Southpaws, 2-7. Woo. All right, that makes it a little bit easier for me. I'm going to go Arizona. Let's see if they get the sweep here. Arizona, beer pizza money. Beer pizza money on the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, let's go to your next game between Milwaukee and the Philadelphia Phillies. 2-1 win last night, and the Brew Crew was my one of my underdog plays. I took them on the run line, and I'm glad I did, because, and this is, guys, when you follow the rain report, and I've been saying this in NBA. In NBA, normally what I do is if a spread is like 4 points or less, I'll go with the money line, and it's a 20% difference in your win percentage. Believe it or not, it is. And the same thing with taking the run line. Last night, I said, you know what? I love Milwaukee. I think they can win straight up here, but Philadelphia is just they're a different animal at home. They're a really good baseball team, and I said I think I better go with that Geico insurance, and I'm glad I did, because it was a 2-1 final for the Phillies. Today you got Aaron Nola. It doesn't get easier for the Milwaukee Brewers. Aaron Nola now on the season, 7-2, 3.03 ERA, up against Aaron Ashby, who's 0-1, 9.82 ERA. So it's not going to get easier for the Brewers. They're going to need a great performance today by Ashby. They're going to need innings. And the Philadelphia Phillies, bullish. So is Milwaukee. I can't support a pitcher with a 9.82 ERA. And the Phillies against lefties this season, let's see how well. I'm gonna go on a whim here. I'm gonna say it's pretty good. Hey, when you're one of the best teams in baseball, I think your record against lefties are gonna be not bad. And Philadelphia at home against Southpaws is 7-3, 3-7 to the under, and that's where I think I might lean here. I might go under the total today. With I hate going under when you got a pitcher has an ERA of 9.82. Let's go beer pizza money on the under between Milwaukee and Philadelphia. And keep in mind, we're in a favorites market, right? We're still in a favorites market. And that's one thing you got to do when you're handicapping is you got to look at the macro environment of where you are, who's who in the zoo. And right now, the zoo is open for business for the favorites. All right, New York Mets taking on the Washington Nationals. Big 6-3 win here last night for the Metropolitans, taking on the Nationals as a 142 road favorite. And the total in this game is 9.5. Patrick Corbin today going to go and toe the rubber, the lefty for the Nats, up against Luis Severino of the New York Mets. He's 3-2, a 3.52 ERA, where Corbin 1-6, a 5.83 ERA. And chances of winning this game straight up favors the New York Mets, but not by much. 50.3%, 49.1 for the Nationals, and minus 142 is the line. I had minus 128 as my value index. And Gio Bullpen from Vegas. Good morning, Ron. Hey, Gio, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in this morning. And Giovanni is in the bullpen and from Vegas, so you know he's up early having his coffee and enjoying the show. All right, always love it when my good friends from Vegas tune in because I know they're getting up early for this. All right, minus 142. I think this line's a little bit overvalued, right? And again, what do we always say about the Nationals on this show? A nice scrappy team, right? And you got a veteran like Patrick Corbin. Even though his ERA is a little bit high at 5.83, I think the Nats is where you want to go here, guys. Give me Washington. Do we go with that Geico insurance? It's as if every time I get a C-type team, that's when I want to play the run line on those C-type teams. As much as I love them, I just want that little bit of insurance in case we get a Cubs White Sox 6-5 type game like we did last night, right? And plus minus 133. You know what? As Bob Barker would say, the price is right, and let's go with that. Let's go with Washington plus 1.5 today against your New York Mets. Not mine, but yours. All right, what do you guys think? You guys on the Washington Nationals today? Tampa Bay and Tampa Bay going up against Miami. I gave you guys a great stat on this game yesterday, and I'll just reiterate it. The Tampa Bay Rays, in their last 15 visits to Marlins Park, 13-2 straight up, 6-9-0 to the under. Zach Eflin going up against Braxton Garrett today. Eflin 3-4, 4.12 ERA, while Braxton Garrett, the lefty, 2-0, a 4.56 ERA. And how can you go against Tampa Bay right now? Tampa Bay has not been on a heater yet this year, right? We're just waiting for the cash man.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, to bring us that straight cash. Give me Tampa Bay today against Miami, and let's hope for another 9-5 type game at Marlins Park. The Marlins 3-7 to the under last 10 games, 4-6 straight up. Kogo's at 49%, and they're on a 3-game losing streak. Let's hope Kevin Cash and the Rays continue to cash those tickets. And you know what? Pete Fairbanks last night came in, the one of the closers for the Rays, and man, and Tampa Bay hits lefty starters great, says Sean Glass. You know what, Sean? That's a great point, and thanks for that's great information. And Tampa Bay hits lefty starters great. So let's all get on the bus. Hey, let's get on the bandwagon bus, and let's all go with Tampa Bay minus 130. And you're getting a little bit of a discount. I had minus 160. So let's go with the bandwagon here, and let's go Tampa Bay Rays against the Marlins. All right, LA Dodgers involved in a European soccer match last night against the Pittsburgh Pirates. 1-0 was your final. I always remember that Seinfeld episode when the Springfield gets a new soccer team and everybody's excited to go watch a game, and then after like 60 minutes, they're like 1-0 game. That's what happened last night at PNC Park. You got a 1-0 victory over the Bucks, and you know what? Sometimes these 1-0 games are just as exciting as a 9-5 victory, right? It's about pitching, and if you're a purist, and I know some of you guys out there are baseball purists, and you love the intricacies of the game, and you love that type of strategy, right? I love that. As you guys know, I'm a football coach. I'm a quarterback guy, and I love scheming, right? And when I look at pitchers and what they have in their arsenal and how they approach different batters, it just Hey, it's like real estate, eh? Location, and how these pitchers can really locate that pitch. And some of these pitchers get a little help from the third guy behind the plate. But what a game last night! 1-0 the final for the Dodger Blue, who lost that game against the Bucks. So 1-0 Pittsburgh. Paul Skeens going up today against James Paxton, the lefty, the former Seattle Mariners, former a lot of things. Hey, did he pitch in Boston too? Anyways. 118 is the line, and 8.5 is the total. And the computer pick going to go with the Dodger Blue today, 4.7 to 4.2, the over/under 8.98. And we're going to give the Dodgers a 47% chance, and we're giving Pittsburgh a 46.5. Now, what's interesting with this matchup today, Paul Skeens, is the rookie sensation. He's up against a franchise team like the Dodgers, right? And if Paul Skeens is a history buff, and I'm sure he is, and anytime you face the Dodgers, the Yankees, the teams with a lot of history, I'm sure in his mind he's like, you know what, this is my first start against the LA Dodgers. I'm going to go out there and friggin' pitch a no-hitter in his mind, right? Any competitive pitcher will tell you that. And I got a feeling we're going to see the best of Paul Skeens here today against James Paxton. So I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the bookmakers, look what they did with the line. Minus 118. So they're, why isn't this line minus 167 like my value index says for the Dodgers, right? Because you got a great pitcher in Paul Skeens going up against James Paxton. Paxton on the year, his record is 5-0. 5-0 at 3.29 ERA, while Skeens 2-0 2.49. Obviously, the under looks too obvious to me right now. I think the under looks too obvious because if Skeens goes in and he does like his second start, pitches like scoreless inning to 5 or 6, and then the bullpen comes in and is like, the bullpen, hey. But we're gonna need 6-7 innings today from Skeens. Give me Pittsburgh on the straight up money line today against the Dodgers. I think he's gonna want to really put this one in the history books, and his first starts against the Dodger Blue as a W. All right, what do you guys think? Do you think Skeens gets 10 strikeouts today? Hey, what's the over under in the strikeouts? Where's Scott Christensen? You're my over prop guy on the pitchers. What's the over under on Skeens over under today? I'd say it's about 7, 8. Hey, see if I'm right. Kansas City, 6.5 there. Okay, so, yeah, 6.5. So I would go over in that one. I think I would go over. What about you, Scott? Kansas City taking on the Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians a minus 125 favorite. 8.5 is the total. And they're off that win yesterday. Remember I talked about Seth Lugo getting a bit of a cupcake schedule against the starters he played. And it's nothing against Seth Lugo. It's just when you looked at his record, he was 9-1. And I looked at this team, and teams like Oakland, Chicago, say okay. And then he lost to Baltimore, right? So that was my indicator. It's like, okay, when he faces the big boys, that was a real true test, right? So hey, hopefully you guys were on the Guardians yesterday, 8-5. I don't know if we sweated out that much. I had training last night, so I didn't get a chance to see that. But today you got Logan Allen toeing the rubber, and he'll be up against Brady Singer of the Kansas City Royals. Now first pitch tonight, 6:40 at Progressive Field. And Kansas City's last 5 games I've gone over. The Cleveland Guardians are now 7-3 straight up in their last 10 games. And the Guardians at home this season, 21-7. 21-7. You got Golden Logan Allen going today for the Guardians. He's 6-3. A little bit of a high ERA though. I don't like his ERA at 5.83. And that's a little concerning in my book. You're up against a team like Kansas City who really had a great start, but now remember the hiccup I always talk to you guys about? They're going through a hiccup right now. And I'm going to go Cleveland Guardians today with Golden Logan Allen. Hey, or is it Golden Logan Gilbert? And anyway, if your name is Logan, you're getting a golden to it, right? It just rhymes. All right, let's go to Yankee Stadium. And back to just 1 second before I get to the Bronx. Cleveland Guardians, Kansas City. Kansas City is 4-11 in their last 15 trips to Progressive Field, 11-4 to the over. So put that in your pipe and smoke it there if you're going to take the Cleveland Guardians. Hey, just wanted to say that saying. Hey, put it in your pipe and smoke it. All right, New York Yankees taking on the Minnesota Twins. The Yankees a minus 192 favorite. 8.5 is the total. I always feel bad when I do a Yankee take right now because I'm wearing a Yankee hat and people are saying, oh, what a homer. The guy's a friggin' homer. He's taking the Yankees. I just wear hats because I love hats. I'm not a Yankee fan. I'm a fan of teams that make me money that day. And you can tell by my hat collection, right? I need a Cash hat. Maybe I need a Cash Man hat. Put a picture of Kevin Cash on my head. The Cash Man, right, Randy?
Straight cash, homie.
All right, 192 is the line here for the Bombers. Minus 161 is my line. So Yankee, this is like Christmas shopping right now. Everything's overvalued, right? Minus 192 is the line. 8.5 is the total, and we are going to go with the Bombers here. 5.95, 3.58 the over/under at 9.53. So we do like this game to go over the total. Don't look now. The New York Yankees on a 6-game win streak, and the Minnesota Twins. They, just when you thought it would get a little bit worse, it gets a little worse for the Twinkies. In fact, when I look at their record in the Bronx in their last 15 trips, and where's that? There it is. 3-12. Yeah, not good. Hey, remember Urban Meyer or Brady Host when he found out that Urban Meyer was coming to Ohio State? Hey, Urban Meyer just signed with Ohio State. Not good. Not good, he says. 3-12 is the record for Minnesota in New York, in the Bronx, that is, for the last 15 games. Today you got Chris Paddock going up against Carlos Rodon, the lefty, who's 7-2, a 3.09 ERA. Paddock 4-2, 4.57 ERA. I got 5.95 for New York, 3.58 for the Twins. Over/under landing on 9.53. First pitch tonight at Yankee Stadium is at 7:05 Eastern, and we're going to give the Yankees a 76% chance. And how can you take Minnesota in this spot, right? You just can't. All right, Yankees over is where I'd be leaning. 8-5-2. Last 15 games, I've gone 8 to the over, 5 to the under, and 2 to the push. All right, let's go to the next contest where the Blue Jays are last 2 games. I won't give him a Joe Namath. I can't give a Joe Namath on a 2-game losing streak. Hey, to get a Joe Namath, you got to be like a 3, 4, 5-game losing streak. Then you get a Joe Namath. Minus 122 is the line for Toronto. 8 is the total. My line on the game, though, a little bit overvalued. I had minus 183, and that just means anytime Toronto's against an A-type team, minus 183, but there's no way. A C neutral now. Hey, the Blue Jays 28-32 in the season, while Baltimore absolutely crushes it in Toronto. Last 15, 11-4, 9-6 to the over. You got Albert Suarez 2-0, a 1.57 ERA, and Jose Berrios 5-4, 2.7. I can't even tell my own handwriting right there. I think it's 2.78. Let me double check here. Jose Berrios is 2.78. All right. Writing prescriptions again this morning, right? Hey, my penmanship is not the greatest, as my wife will tell you. 5-4, 2.78 ERA. And looking at the Toronto Blue Jays technicals right now, 5-5 in their last 10, 6-3-1 to the over. Kogo's at 34%. C neutral against A bullish. And I'm going to go right back to Baltimore. This Baltimore team, like Toronto just struggles against like those top teams, right? And right now, Orioles are just hitting on all cylinders. They're on a 2-game win streak. They're 8-2 in their last 10. And
holy cow!
Yeah, they're the team right now in Baltimore in the Baltimore and the Yankees, right? In the American League East, those are the 2 teams you want to be probably looking at. All right, look at Jose's stats against Baltimore. And are they any good, Sean? I don't have that. I don't have that on me. Are they any good? And if they are, if you can share that, that'll be great. All right, let's go. Chicago White Sox wins and losses. All right. You know what? Okay, I know what you mean. Let me go look. I can get that for you. Let me do this. Ask and you shall receive. All right, Jose Berrios. I forgot I had a database here, eh? I forgot I own a website with databases. Hey, Ron, don't you own ATS Stats? Well, hell yeah, I do. Hang on, let me check. All right, Jose Berrios against Baltimore. And we'll do Homer away. Whoa. Yeah, great record. Hey, I think Sean Glass was onto something. Hey, I think, Sean, you get a dilly for that.
Dilly.
Yeah, that's a pretty good record. Jose Berrios, what about at home? At home against the Orioles. 5-1, 6-0 to the over. Very, very interesting. All right. How about as a can't believe they're a favorite though. Hey, can you believe Toronto's a favorite against the Orioles? All right. How about as a favorite against Baltimore? 9-0. Wow. Holy cow.
Holy
All right, you know what, Sean? And this is why we took the damn field. You just opened my eyes on that one, Bear. Something. I'm a pitcher's guy. When it comes to handicapping, my first flex is the pitcher, right? I always look at the pitching because it starts and ends in pitching. Obviously, right? You start the game with a first pitch and you close it with a last strikeout. Here's the thing. The cycle these guys are in right now and the mindset that they're struggling mentally, right? Like if you look at their series against Pittsburgh, they needed 13 innings to beat the Bucks. They won on Sunday against Pittsburgh 5-4, and they're just like, they're gripping. I think the over is where you want to go. So you talked me off Baltimore. Congratulations. And now I'm going to go over. And let's see if we can. They just don't care. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, they just don't care. I kind of agree with you. All right, you know what? Hey, teamwork makes the dream work, Sean, and we just made it work this morning. All right, hey, there she is.
Put that coffee down.
Coffees for closers, and Gloria K is in the house, everybody. Good morning, Gloria. How was the golf trip last weekend? Hopefully your son made the cut, and hopefully you're having a good start to your morning, and hope it's not raining in Chicago. Hey, because that's where we're at. Speaking of Chicago, here comes Gloria. Right in time for the White Sox and the Cubbies. All right, minus 180 is the line. 9 is the total. And today you got Jameson Taillon going to toe the rubber for the Cubbies. He's 3-2, a 2.84 ERA. Eric Fetty, hey, the only probably bright spot for the Chicago White Sox. He's 4-1. A 3.12 ERA. Now, I did have the Cubs at minus 174. Hey, we're not getting a minus 300 today, which is kind of nice. That was ridiculous. Minus 300? Give me a break. Hey, no pitcher in Chicago should be minus 300, even though it is the White Sox. And today, the White Sox coming in on a 12-game losing streak. And you know what's next?
Struggling.
Yeah, you get a Joe for that. And let's see, 34 is the Kogo, and minus 180. Do you guys remember the picture? Remember last night I was talking about the Steve Stone and the other announcer. I was even gonna look it up. You know what? I gotta look it up now. You guys, you know me. I got the shiny thing in the corner and it's in my mind. I gotta go look it up. All right. Ken Harrelson. That's it. Remember Ken Harrelson? Hey? Ken Harrelson. Yeah, the Hawk. That's it. Hawk Harrelson. There you go, Jerry. Thanks for bailing me out there, buddy. Yeah, the Hawk Harrelson. I used to, like, when the Hawk was on, I would just listen to him and Steve Stone. He had such a cool way of broadcasting a game. Like, he was like the Fonz of baseball. Hey, I don't know if that makes any sense. Hey, maybe the older generation will get that on happy days. But the Hawk Harrelson was like the Fonz of announcers. He was just, I remember I said to you guys, right? Every time there'd be like a throw him out, pitch him out, and he gone too. Hey, Hawk Harrelson. The golf was great. It's raining yet today, says Gloria K. All right, now that we can sleep better at night because we know it's Hawk Harrelson, you can put it on the board. Yes, there you go. There's the baseball purists, and that's why we love baseball so much, and that's why it's called the Baseball Show. All right, so I do like the Cubs to win here on the computer pick, 4.9 to 4.05. The over/under 8.95. So we do have this game to stay under the total, but you know what? I'm going right back to the well here, guys. I'm going back to the Geico insurance. Hey, I got great news. I just saved a bunch of money by switching to Geico last night, and that's what I did. I just saved a bunch of money, and I'm going to save to Geico today, plus 1.5 with the White Sox. Harry, Carey, Hawk, Stone, and big parts of some of us older listeners. Yeah, absolutely. Holy cow, great. That's why I start the show with Harry Carey. Every time I start the show, it's always a tribute to Harry Carey.
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
Can you think of a better way to introduce the show? Hey, isn't that how every baseball show should start off? Like, it just gives me goosebumps just talking about it right now. Hey, it's just amazing. All right, Getting too sentimental here, eh? Those baseball purists are getting too sentimental here. All right, let's get back to making money. Texas Rangers taking on Detroit Tigers. Minus 135 is the line. 8.5 is the total. And we are going to lean on the computer pick with the Texas Rangers. I don't know why. Hey, I don't know why. 4.76 to 4.34. The over-under at 9.1. So we do like this game to go over the total. The Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, the guy from Canada, eh? You can tell he's from Canada. Detroit Red Wings. Detroit Tigers on a 3-game win streak. The Texas Rangers on a 4 games under streak. And looking at the last 10 games for Texas, 5-5 straight up, 1-9 to the under, while the Tigers 7-3, 6-4-0 to the over. And you guys are typing. I'm trying to do both here. Hey, shiny thing in the corner threw Ron off. Looking at this game here today, you got. Let's take a look at the starting pitcher. Jose Urena, 1-5, 3.74 ERA. Kenta Maeda, 2-2, 6.85. Wow. You know, every game can't go under in Arlington, right? So I'm going to take a flyer, and I'm kind of happy it's a late game. It's not an afternoon delight. It's not getaway day. I don't know. Maybe I got to get out of that mindset that every under. Are you guys like me? You think getaway day is like an automatic under? I got to get out of that mind trap, right? There's certain things, mind traps. Hey, that's a pretty good word to use in baseball. There's certain triggers that you use, and you're like, okay, that's going to be an under. Well, wait, hang on. Look at the record. No, it's not an under. So that's one of my mind traps. Getaway day, thinking it's always under. Anyways, you know what? I'm gonna 9-6, 10-3-2. Sometimes you got to go against the grain. I'm gonna go Texas, Detroit over the total of 8.5 today. And if you have an opportunity to buy the hook, because it seems everything goes under in Texas these days. All right, let's go to Angel Stadium. I don't know if it's called Angel Stadium. Is it called Angel Stadium? Maybe you guys out there in LA will tell me. Padres minus 155 is the line, 7.5 is the total. And we have Dylan Cease, former Chicago White Sox pitcher, going up against Jose Soriano of the Halos. Now, looking at the numbers for both these starters today, Dylan Cease was 5-4, 3.42 ERA. San Diego 6-9, 6-8-1 in their last 15 trips, so some games pretty balanced, 6-8-1 to the under, while Jose Soriano 2-5, 3.86 ERA. And San Diego on a 3-game losing streak. It's kind of bad when you're losing to the Halos, right? On a 2-game. I think San Diego salvages this series. Are they playing one more, or is it a 3 or 4 game series? Let me go check my that was a great stat, Sean. Where's Sean Glass on the? Now you got me thinking of that Barrios numbers. That's really good, and this is why it's why we do this show. When you get guys who have a little bit of information tidbits like that, it really helps the audience, right? Hey, what's going on with the Rangers' lack of offense this year?
How about our offense? When are we going to put it together?
You're putting the ball on the tee for me, right, hey, Scott? Hey, see, Scott Christensen just puts the ball right on the tee for me, and then I bring out the Rex Ryan.
How about our offense?
I love it. Hey, I love it. All right, let me see here. Hey, you're just waiting to eat a goddamn snack. That's what I know you're waiting for, Scott. All right, let me see here. Where was I again here on this game? San Diego, LA. Is this getaway day? Arizona and Houston. All right, so we're going to Arizona. We're at home against Arizona. So San Diego going back to Petco to take on the D-backs, while the Halos going to Minute Maid after this one. And San Diego, you know what? I percentage play, right? When you look at the Rain report, what do I keep talking about? Value, percentage play, performance cycles, right? So let's take a look at the value. Let's look at the 1, 2, 3s, the ABCs of sports betting.
These are the ABCs of me, baby.
ABC, A, value. Where's the value? I got minus 134, so we're getting an overvalued team in the Padres. B is percentage play. The percentage play tells me we've got a 47% chance of winning on San Diego based on previous teams in this situation. And 36.8 for the Halos. And the performance cycle, C. A B neutral against C bearish. Liking Padres, says Bert, but nervous about it. Yeah, you know what, Berto? I agree with you. You're kind of nervous, but who's the better team? And we're getting Dylan C. It's not as if we're getting, what's his name's ERA of a 9.82. We're not getting Aaron Ashby's 0-1 9.82 ERA, right? Getting a somewhat of a veteran pitcher against Jose Soriano. And let's, the percentage play, let's take a look at this. Let's go back to the Rain report. And, you guys know I'm a systems guy, right? So let's take a look at the situation at hand here. This is situational handicapping 101. let's go. So let's take a look at the situation on the Padres. They're a 155 favorite. So you got a road favorite. All right. And let's go take a look at let's see if it matches any team this year in the exact situation that the Padres are in. So you got a road favorite on a 3-game losing streak, right? A 3-game losing streak. And what's the total in this game here today? Is at 7.5. Wow. All right. I don't think we'll get a lot of hits. We might have to go 2-3 years to get some relevant information on this one. All right. 7.5. And we'll do current season, which I doubt we'll get any hits. 0-2. Okay, don't like that. Hey, why am I doing this again? Hey, well, hey, this is like Sean, hey, bringing up the burials thing. It's maybe it's a good thing we're looking at this. 3-7 to the under. All right, so now we got a hit on the under. How about the last 3 years? Maybe the total's where you want to go. 6-9, 7-8. Okay, we're getting better on the 3-year average. How about the last 4 years? Right, we're getting more volume. 9-8, 8-9. We're still with the under trend. And let's do last 5 years. 14-10, 13-11 to the over. Okay, now let's go back to 1996. I know some of you are probably still a twinkle in your dad's eye or your mom's eye, but let's take a look at this. Away favorites coming off a 3-game losing streak, total 7.5. 60-55, 60-55 to the over. Wow. Hey, all right. But Padres under is probably where I just don't know if I want to go 7.5. Let me take a look at Padres under 7.5 games this year. Let's do this. Let's go San Diego. Home or away. Current season. And total 7.5. 7-7. Wow. All right. The coin flip, right? What about the Halos? Halos, do you think the Halos been involved in a lot of 7.5 games? Hey, what's the over-under on Halos being involved in 7.5 games? I'll say under 5. I'll say under 5. Oh, wow. Okay, 7-3 to the over, 2-8. All right, I'm going to go with my gut feeling, my first original thought. Hey, after talking about 20 minutes about artificial turf, we're going to go with San Diego. Kind of like the under too, but yeah, you know what? Stick with it. Stick with the game plan here, Ron. San Diego, and let me see what you guys are saying. He's already won against them this year. What's going on with Rangers' lack of offense this year? Okay, liking the Padres, but nervous about us, says Berto. Soriano got bombed last 2 times out, 4 runs each. Faded Padres last night because they can't hit. Left-handed pitching. I'm on the run line for Padres today against right-hander, says Jerry Davis. All right. Let me read that again here. Faded Padres last night because they can't hit left-handed. Okay, so they're facing a right-handed pitcher today. And so you're saying last night the lefty. Okay. Hey, you know what? I'm with you, Jerry. Let's go with San Diego. Sold to the guy in the blue hat in the bullpen. All right. Let's go Seattle taking on the Oakland Athletics. You got the other golden Logan Gilbert. Hey, we got 2 golden Logans here. Padres, Padres hit it then, says Solo Rider. As the Hawk would say, you can put it on the board. Yes. All right. Minus 155 is the line. 8 is the total. Yeah, maybe I need that as a soundbite, eh? And the computer pick does like the Mariners, 4.1 to 3.7. The over-under is 7.94. So we do have this game going under the total. 51% chance of winning for the Mariners. Last night was a 4-3 win. Hey, a little bit of a... had to sweat that one out just a bit. They're now on a 4-game win streak. Oakland is on a 2-game losing streak. Again, Oakland, Washington, scrappy teams, right? They'll fight you to the last out. That's what I love about these type of teams, right? Washington, Oakland, and what's the other one? There's the third one I like, the scrappiness. Who's my other third scrappy team that I like? That I keep talking about? Pittsburgh. Is it Pittsburgh? Hang on a sec. I'll get it for you guys. Baltimore White Sox, Cubbies. Detroit. Who's the other scrappy team that I like? St. Louis, Houston, Cincinnati, Colorado, San Fran, Arizona. All right, I know there's another scrappy team I like, but Oakland, I think Oakland keeps it tight. Joey Estes. Yeah, the Nats. There you go. Damn, I love this bullpen. Hey, just when they see the coaches down, they give me a hand and I'm back up on my feet. Thanks a lot, Jerry. Appreciate that. But yeah, no, you know what? Oakland, hey? So Oakland Athletics. I'm gonna have to go to the big report here. I gotta go to the rain report. Okay, let's go to the big guns right here. Seattle against Oakland. Logan Golden Gilbert is 3-3, a 3.29 ERA. Joey Estes 1-1, 6.10 ERA. Don't like that. I don't like those numbers. 8-2, last 10, 3-7. Minus 165 for line value. You can see we got 155 here on the Mariners. So fair market value, right? When you're looking for value, you're getting fair market value. You're getting a bit of a discount on the A's. 51% chance of winning compared to 44. And if you know me in the rain report, and if I like the underdog, just like the SBI says, right? If I go back to the SBI, what's the SBI on underdogs this weekend, this year? I think it's 42%, right? So again, if you're betting all the underdogs in Major League Baseball this season, they're winning 42%. So this is why when I talk about the value index or the chance of winning the cow, has to be 40%, so it matches the macro environment, right? And so this, so right now, my initial gut is telling me, okay, keep looking at Oakland, Ron. Keep looking at Oakland. 4-game win streak. What goes up must come down. Be bullish. C bearish. 1-6 against B-type teams. I don't like that. So teams that are 50 to 59.9 win percentage. 3-9 to the under. So whenever Seattle's on the road against teams with losing records, 3-9 to the under. Oakland 13-17 at home, 11-21 on the road. And Seattle 10-5 in the last 15 trips to the Coliseum. All right. Kind of talking myself out of this one now. Hey, 2 seconds ago I was buying three tickets on Oakland. Now I'm not. Now they're on eBay. I'm selling them on eBay. Major League Baseball road teams on a 4-game win streak, 11-19. So any Major League Baseball team this year that's on a 4-game win streak, they're 11-19. That's just home teams, right? Road team, not favorites. What's the total again on this game? The total's at 8. Look at Logan's stats against Oakland. Yeah, okay. There you go. Now you're the pitcher guy, Sean. I'm labeling you the pitching coach in the bullpen. Yeah, there you go. Sean Glass, you're the official pitching coach now of the bullpen. You like that? Hey, Sean Glass is our pitching coach, and I'll need an assistant GM. I think Jerry and some other here will have some assistant GM. Everybody in the bullpen should have a role to play, right? I think that's what makes it more fun. All right, so let's see what the pitching coach says here. Hey, I kind of like that. Hey, Sean Glass, our pitching coach. Okay. We're checking on the Logan, right? Golden Logan. We got a couple of Golden Logans here. There we go. All right, pitching, and what we're checking again here? Against Oakland, yep. So let's do last 10 games. I don't think he's got 10 starts against Oakland. Logan, all right. Ooh. Yeah, that's why we went to the pitching coach right there. Logan, yeah, so you know what? You just talked me off that game. And what's the scores? 3-2. All right, let's see if we got any run line here, okay? If we played Oakland on the run line, we would 1. So 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3, 6-3, 7-3. Wow. So you see what I just did there? I just see how many one-run games. Hey, when in doubt, get out. But I'm gonna go. You know what? That's a great record. 9-1. How about games in Oakland? Let's see what the pitching coach says here. How about Logan Gilbert in Oakland? 2-1. All right. You know what? Thanks for that's a great stat to look at. So Seattle, I see another 5-4 type game. I like the over in this game, but something tells me like a 5-4 score, and it's a late start, right? It's a night game, and they're playing tomorrow again. So this is game 3 of 4. It's a 4-game series. Is it a 4-game series? Hang on here, Mariners. Oh, okay. They only had 1 game, so this is game 2. Tomorrow's game 3. All right. You know what? This is game 3. I'm going to go Oakland plus a 1.5. And let's see if we can get, where's my Randy Moss?
Straight cash, homie.
All right, straight cash. All right, let's, like I said, this morning I had trouble with the internet, so I didn't get a chance to do system play, so I'm going to do it with you guys right now. And I said to myself, it's probably going to be like a half-hour show today, but as long as the internet just keeps being stable, I think we're good. All right, so let's take a look at here. So what I'm doing is going to bring you guys the best stats and trends. And the Braves are 20-6 as a road team in the month of June, the last 3 years. And in that game today, Minnesota and Boston, I passed on that game. All right, I didn't like that game. I took a pass. I don't take many passes, but when you start hemming and humming, and then you it's like you're making a court case for both both clients. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna put makeup on a pig here. All right, Houston against St. Louis. The Astros are 12-3 as a home team, coming off a game where they scored exactly 8 runs for. And I do like Houston here today. So we got a nice little stat on the Stros. Cincinnati, Colorado. I don't know what it is. I love the Cincinnati Reds uniform. I don't know about you guys. When I see the bright red and it's just a beautiful uniform. I don't know. It's simple. The over is 11-2 for the Reds as an away team, coming off a 5-game road trip the last 2 years. And I do like the over in that one, so it just puts an exclamation mark. Hey, a Elaine Bennis exclamation mark, right? Remember that Seinfeld episode? Exclamation mark. Okay, I put an Elaine Bennis on that. All right, let me go to San Francisco and Arizona. Let's go to the desert. I know I had a small lean on Arizona. And okay, good. We got some systems. All right, take out your pen and paper, folks. We got 2 systems. Look at this. All right, they're a bit lengthy, so sit down. And anytime you got a home favorite coming off a National League opponent during the month of June on a wacky Wednesday, coming off a home win as a favorite, and they allowed 5 runs or more against in their last game, they are 24-5 straight up. And this system here is anytime you got a home favorite during the month of June against a right-handed pitcher, totals between 8.5 to 9, and they're coming off a win as a favorite, and they're coming off a 4-game win streak, and the last game went over. 12-3 since 1996. So you know what? Arizona, double system. We got a double Jeopardy today. No, not Jeopardy. A double bonus. Hey, we got a double bonus on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and you know what? San Francisco does not do well at Chase Field. 4-11 last 15 visits. So there's that's pretty good. Hey, what does the pitching coach say there? Anything on Jordan Montgomery there, pitching coach? Hey, I got to go to my my pitching coach on that one. All right, Phillies and Brew Crew. Philadelphia 22-5 during night games at home this year. Under is 9-3 for the Brewers as the away team, coming off a loss this season. So under looks pretty good for the Brew Crew here. Let's go to New York taking on Washington. New York taking on the Nationals, and the under 28-11-1 for Washington as a home team, coming off a 2-game losing streak the last 2 years. So, and what do I like in that team, in that game? I like Washington. What was the record? Oh, we don't have a record. All right, so I do like Washington on the run line. There's that scrappy team I couldn't think about. And then we got the other Golden Logan, right? We got 2 Golden Logans going today. We got Logan Gilbert and Logan Allen. This is a golden day. Hey, we got a golden day, and look at that. We got a golden system right here, right? The golden system. Anytime you got a home team, last 4 years during the month of June, the second game of a series, and they're coming off a 3-run win, that home team is 21-5. So give me the, I love the Guardians too today. Is it getaway day? Hang on, is it an afternoon delight? No, 6:40, all right. And we're getting Kansas City in a hiccup right now. Kansas City is struggling. All right, let me go to Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Yeah, what about you guys? Do you like Cleveland? I think Cleveland's a strong play. San Fran is 5-12 against lefties this season. Hey, you know what? Great stat, Sean. The Giants are 5-12 against southpaws this year, so super stat right there from the pitching coach. All right, oh, look at that, another system. Man, I can go shows with no systems, and all of a sudden I'm like 5 systems in after 6 games. Anytime you got a home team, last 2 years on a wacky Wednesday against an NL West opponent, coming off a right-handed pitcher, and they're coming off an under. Wow, look at the under. 3-19-0, and you got the rookie sensation going up against. For the Dodgers, who do we have here again today? For LA, is it Paxton? Yeah, James Paxton. You know what, guys? Put a check mark to the over right there. That's a great system. Anytime you got a home team, now here's the thing. People are going to say, "Oh, but Ron, you're going to put emphasis on a weekday?" Think about this, and this question always comes up when we talk with handicappers or the sports bettors. How can you base an indicator on a day, right? How do you think players feel on the weekend? How do you think players feel on a Monday? How do you think players feel on a hump day Wednesday, knowing that they're leaving, right? That plays into the psychological effect. Even though it's like it's a day that ends in Y, but you got to ask yourself why. These are certain type of feelings to days, right? Like Thursdays, I call them those full Fridays, right? How do you think players feel on a Friday going into a weekend series at Fenway type thing? So there is a psychology when it comes to day games or the day of the week, right? NL West opponent coming off a right-handed pitcher, coming off one under. Is so what was the system play for Arizona? Just like a 9 to 5. Yeah, just like going 9 to 5. Exactly. Going to work 9 to 5. Hey, what a way to make a living. Was it Dolly Parton? All right, 319. What was the system play for Arizona? All right, system play for Arizona says Gloria K. Yeah, we'll go back there. The system on Arizona was, we had two of them. It was on the side. Anytime you got a home favorite coming off a National League opponent during the month of June on a wacky Wednesday, coming off a home win as a favorite, allowed 5 runs or more against, and they allowed 24-5 straight up. So, and we got a 12-3 system here versus right-handed pitchers in the month of June. Road home favorites totals 8.5 to 9, and coming off a win as a favorite, and they're on a 4-game win streak and won over 12-3. The kind of thing I like right here is this indicator right here. 4-game win streak. That tells me they're riding a hot hand right now, right? Whenever a baseball team's on a 4-game win streak, the baseball is like a beach ball to them right now, and when they're losing, it's like a marble. Hey, that's how baseball works. When you're in hitting zone, it's the ball's like a beach ball. All right, where was I here? We did I do the Mets, Cleveland? Yeah, we did Golden Logan. All right, Tampa Bay, Miami. But Pittsburgh under. Yeah, kind of liking that a little bit more now. All right, let's look at this. We got the Rays 7-3 as an away team coming off a National League East division opponent the last 2 years, so a non-conference game. I like Tampa Bay too. I really like, I love Kevin Cash as a manager. I just think there's a guy who does a lot with, name me another team that's been decimated in pitching that more than Tampa Bay the last 3-4 years. Hey, it's amazing. He just makes, he just makes it work. All right, let's go to the Bronx, where the Twinkies, who don't have a good record in New York, in the Bronx, 3-12 last 15 visits. They just want to get out of Dodge. And Yankees 22-6, a home team playing on wacky Wednesdays the last 2 years. What is Arizona's bullpen stats for the last 7 games when you get a chance? I don't have bullpen stats, Sean. You'd have to get that off another site. I don't have bullpen stats. Sorry. Baltimore, Toronto. Let's see if we got any. Let me see here. The under is 8-2 for the Blue Jays, coming off a 4 overs last 6 years. And the over 9-1 for the Orioles as an away team, coming off a game where they scored 10 runs for. There's that beach ball analogy. Yeah. So I like the over in that game. Baltimore and our pitching coach made a great was it 13-2 or 13-1 against the Baltimore Orioles? Anyway, Jose Barrios owns the Chiefs.
Joe, own the Chiefs. Owns.
I don't know. Yeah, Jose Barrios owns the Orioles. All right, let's go to the next one. Cubbies and White Sox. You put it on the board? Yes. All right, what do we got here? We have Chicago Cubs. Wow, as a home team during the month of June against American Central Division opponent. And they're coming off a home win as a favorite. Kind of lucky though. Hey, win's a win. And they're coming off a win versus American League Central opponent. 11-1 straight up in the next game. And I'm going back to value. I'm taking the White Sox on the run line. Hey, we're going against the grain on this one. You can't always can't always take the favorites, or so when you're handicapping games, there's a market psychology, like the public darling, everybody's on. Sometimes you got to go against the current, right? Detroit, Texas. Yeah, nothing to write home about there. And then we got Halo, San Diego. We'd like the Padres in this one with Dylan Cease. And let me see here. Anytime San Diego is a road team during the night after a non-division game allowed 4 runs against in their last contest, and they're coming off a loss in Game 2 of a series, 9-2-1 to the over. Okay, 9-2-1 to the over. And it's 7.5. Yeah, kind of like the over too. And Seattle, Oakland. And I like Oakland in this one. But we don't have any stats and trends to support it. All right. Hey, you know what? That was a pretty good show. And as you know, we got to go to AI.
We're talking about practice. Not a game. We're talking about practice. Practice, man. I mean, how silly is that?
No, not silly at all, because we are talking about the 80% Club stats brought to you by ATSstats.com. And did you know when Jordan Montgomery's played as a favorite in the month of June, his last 10 starts, he's 8-2 straight up. And let me see. I'm gonna get a stat that I'm gonna support here today. I don't want to get a stat. Am I on Arizona here? I kind of like this Arizona stat. Let me see. I do like Arizona, don't I? Yes, we do. Yeah, with the double system. Anytime Arizona's a home team, the last 2 years after a division game, coming off an over, and they scored 8 runs or less, 4 in the last contest, 13-3 straight up. And if you like the over in Houston today, anytime they're a home team versus an NL Central opponent the last 3 years, 9-2 to the over. And now you know the rest of the story by Paul Harvey. All right, guys. Hey, you know what? Good show today. I love the energy today. I love the teamwork. Hey, we just hired a new bullpen coach. Hey, I need a couple more bench bosses though. Tomorrow I'm going to be looking for a third base coach. Right? You ever see that meme out there with the physiques of a third base coach and the physiques of a first base coach? It's kind of funny. You know, the first base coach is in great shape. Third base coach is some guy's been sitting around eating donuts all day. Thoughts on the Yankees Twins? I like the Yankees on that one. Yay, says solo writer. And so all right, guys, don't forget, if you're interested in the membership today at ATSstats.com, it's only $4.99 for the week. And if you're interested in my premium picks, my best bets each and every day, NFL, college football, CFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, NHL, you hope you're sitting down for this one, because it's a pretty good price. $9.99 for 1 year, all my picks. You get all my selections for 1 year. You go to the premium pick section, and then you go to the picks I bought, and then all my picks, I list them right here. And pretty good run. We're on a pretty good run the last 25 selections, so not bad. And if you can check out my record here at the website, just go to last 25, and you'll see the way and sometimes it's good to see, okay, if I'm going to buy his picks, what kind of a better is he? Is he just going to give me minus 300 all day, or is he going to throw me some underdogs and some totals? I like to play. I'm a percentage player, right? And I'll play more favorites than underdogs and I'll tell you why. When favorites win 60% of the games and underdogs only win 40%, it's tougher to make a living betting underdogs. Unless you're playing the run line, then you have a better chance. In fact, on the run line, look at the run line record, 55% underdogs. So that's why if I do play underdogs, I like to buy that Geico insurance. And I want to chat with you. How can we chat? Yeah, just send me an email, and then we'll hook up there, Gio, for sure. Send me an email at Ron Raymond at ATSstats.com. Just go to the website, click on Contact Us, and I'll give you a call after, and we can chat. All right, folks, have yourself a great rest of your Wacky Wednesday. This was a fun Wacky Wednesday, though. I had a great time today. And I want to thank Rogers Cable for being stable for me to do the show.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another edition of the Ram Report. Cheers.
Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
To be the man, you gotta be the man.
Joe, own the Chiefs. Owns. I don't know.
Struggling. Can we have fun? You're damn right. I demand that we have fun.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Straight cash, homie.
Holy cow!
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
Stone Cold said so.
Let's go to eat a goddamn snack.
I like this kind of party.